So it's been about 5 days since the Nexus 6P picked up Android 7.0 update, and I'm here to give you guys my review on how it's been handling since then. Now, the 6P is a wonderful device, unibody build made by Huawei, one of the best Nexus devices out there. Sports a Snapdragon 810 processor, 3 gigs of RAM, no expandable storage, but you can get up to 128 gigabytes, 12.3 megapixel rear camera, 8 megapixel front, wonderful fingerprint sensor, and a QHD display that's 7 inches. So all around, this is one of the best devices that came out last year. Now, the device is still snappy under Android 7.0, but your app tray is still a white background, which means you can customize that. And seriously, Google, come on, give us the ability to do that. Now, when you pull down the notification shade, you now have the ability to, in your notification, to actually go ahead and respond to messages. So this will work with Google Apps right now, and as well as Gmail, and also future applications as they take advantage of that. You can pull from either left or the right to customize those notifications for each notification that comes up. So you can customize when you want to see them, if you want to hide them, and you can do that by either long pressing or pulling from either the left or the right. So I do like the fact that that's there. That's pretty good. Now, multitasking is also included. Now, not every app works with it, but the functionality of multitasking, I'm not the biggest fan. I wish it used a much more simpler method of applying multitasking, similar to what Samsung does, but it still works out well. And I do like it's there. It's a long time coming, and it's easy to resize, although I'm using the stylus here, to resize it to certain degrees where you can have one larger than the other and use your multitasking to the fullest here. So that's something to take note. Now, of course, you can go ahead, if you long press, it actually would take you out of multitasking completely. And if you scroll up, you can also clear. So those options are actually there. So pulling down the notification shade, you have quick access to at least 5 different icons. So for instance, I can go ahead and turn on my flashlight. I don't have to actually pull it all the way down or do a 3-step process, which is nice. Now I can customize those 5 things and the locations of things in my notification, shade. So I can move things around whichever way I choose. Now, going into the settings, you have things like suggestions. I like to remove it because it doesn't do anything for me, but it's there and it's an option I think some people might like. The other thing to note is also in the display. This is a feature that I'm glad it's actually there. Allows you to use your screen size to the best of your ability. It's a 5.7-inch display, QHD, so I can enlarge things as much as I want without it looking disjointed, or I can make it as small as I want without making it look too tiny, because of course I have a QHD display and of course the resolution size will fit. So I like that there. Now I like the quick access menu to the settings by just pulling from left to right once you're in any aspect of your settings menu. For me, this allows me to jump from one access to settings to another without actually hitting the back button or just feeling like I need to go back several steps. So that ability in there, I think alone makes it quite a beneficial aspect to it. In terms of battery life, now Google says will give you improved battery performance, but we'll have to see that in a second. But talking about the camera itself hasn't got any major updates whatsoever. I was kind of bummed out. I was hoping for a pro mode to get into the camera so we can actually see some more of that functionality there. So a little bit bummed out that that's not available or included within, of course, the Android 7.0 update, because a lot of cameras are getting pro modes anyway, and it will make sense for you to actually get that option in there. Now, getting back to battery life, Google promises much better battery life, of course, with the Nexus 6P or Nexus devices or any device using Android 7.0. It says I have 16 hours left, 98%, so which means roughly I should be getting about 17 to 18 hours battery life. My battery life is pretty good. I haven't seen much improvement. Granted, I get close to about 24 hours of battery life anyway with the Nexus 6P. I would say it hasn't changed much, maybe a little bit more, but nothing significant for me to say, wow, there was such a huge change here with battery life or battery performance. But overall, I would say the Nexus 6P with Android 7.0 has been a good update. It's brought in some things that I've wanted to see in the long run, like multitasking, some things with the notification shade, and also we'll see in the future as we get games running with the Vulkan API. But for now, it's a good update. I want to see it move over to other devices. It feels a little bit like a higher incremental update rather than the big evolutionary jump, because things are getting more finite as we move along. So if you guys have any questions or any comments about the Nexus 6P running Android 7.0, let me know. If you've had better performance and battery life. Also leave your thoughts down below on that. If you're looking for that wallpaper, it's on my Pinterest page, Booredatwork Pinterest. Board is anime and comic books. So this is Thunder E saying thank you very much. Definitely like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel and our brand new entertainment channel on Boored. And now we say thank you and always enjoy your entertainment.